making babies cry to getting attacked at Wembley. From being mauled in Norway to becoming the mayor of Peru, iShowSpeed's life is pure chaos, starting off with the time he was out streaming when he ran into a father with his baby in a stroller. He decided to interact with the baby, and the father was chill at first, letting him do it. But Speed's usual loud antics scared the baby and made him cry.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Although Speed immediately apologized a dozen times after that, the father was very unhappy, pressing Speed about his behavior. The father was completely valid, but then made a weird comment saying Speed should go back to America. At this point, Speed had completely dropped his character and was distraught about making the baby cry before eventually leaving the store.
I'm sorry, bro. All right, bro.
In America, you do your fucking
The comment section wasn't on Speed's side with this one. The dad was super chill at first too. Shame that Speed is like this. You gotta understand that as a parent, that baby is worth more than the world to them. He even let you interact with the baby. That gay English-Spanish thing was already out of pocket. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. If you think Speed wasn't in the wrong in this situation, leave a comment telling us why. But that wasn't the only time someone tried to get their hands on Speed. Next up, he went from making babies cry to almost getting knocked out in a stadium. Speed decided to go watch the FA Cup final between Manchester United and Manchester City at Wembley in England when one fan was apparently annoyed by Speed streaming at the game and just straight up takes a swing at him.
What the fuck?
Thankfully, Speed's bodyguard was on hand to let the dude know he can't be doing that, and Speed wasn't backing off from him either. His bodyguard had his back there, but when it came to WWE, not even security could save him. But while Speed can hold his own against random NPCs in a stadium, he almost got the lights knocked out of him when he fought against wrestlers. Another odd fact about Speed is he's been on a WWE show not once, but twice. The first time, he got kicked in the gut for trying to bark at Randy Orton. Then Randy barked in his face before delivering a deadly RKO on top of a table. That one's gonna hurt, but Speed didn't learn his lesson because in 2025, he entered the Royal Rumble, even getting his own theme music and entrance.
Somebody get the man some knee pads!
But the fun didn't last long as he got snapped in half by a brutal spear. This was an unbelievable moment for Speed, becoming the first streamer to enter a Royal Rumble, but it came at a cost because he got injured for real. Speed thought he was built for the WWE, but he wasn't even built to survive his own mom, because she was Speed's first real hater. That's right, although Mama Speed loves her son, in the early days when he was still under her roof, she was not a fan of him streaming. They would even have arguments whilst he was live. We all know Speed can be a little loud sometimes, and with kids in the house streaming at midnight, his mom just wouldn't take the barking. In fact, when Speed was celebrating 600,000 subscribers, this happened.
Mom, come on. I don't give a fuck.
All right, okay, all right.
I don't give a fuck.
All right.
I'm gonna be on the recording.
And things got really sad when he hit 800,000 and invited his mom on stream to celebrate with him, but she refused and turned him down.
Congratulations!
And before long, she kicked him out of the house. It was a straight ultimatum, either quit streaming or get out of the house.
It might seem crazy, but I got kicked out, man.
It's not too hard to see where Speed's mom was coming from. She just didn't get the whole streaming thing and wanted to raise her son the best way she could. At the end of the day, Speed and his mom are cool now, and there are no hard feelings.
Shout out to my mom too. I still love my mom. She didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But anyways.
And if that wasn't enough, when Speed wasn't fighting with his mom, he was fighting random dudes in foot races. Spoiler, only one of them made him look bad. Speed's mom wasn't the only one who didn't believe in him, as he had to beat Ashton Hall 4 times for him to get the message. Speed got challenged to a race by Ashton Hall, a guy who's more well known for his morning routine than anything else. And in the build-up to the race, he was trash-talking Speed. But when the race started, Ashton Hall got smoked by Speed. Ashton didn't like losing, so he demanded a rematch, and Speed reluctantly agreed. It didn't matter anyway, because Ashton Hall lost yet again. Ashton rolled out the excuses like a pro and demanded a third race on concrete.
Say nothing to you, bro. Take your L. Take your L, G.
Spoiler alert, he found more excuses. That is, of course, after losing the third race despite starting before him.
Emotional. Child, look at this.
I got it.
He went before me
don't move.
and still lost.
Don't move.
Put it on YouTube.
And despite this already being obvious, Ashton decided to lose one more time before finally admitting he's not faster. Do you think iShowSpeed was wrong to give Ashton Hall so many rematches? Or do you think it was worth it for the humiliation we got to witness? Let us know in the comments and like and subscribe while you're at it. After cooking Ashton Hall over and over, Speed thought he was untouchable. That is, until the world's fastest man showed up. Speed took the L when he raced the world's fastest man, Noah Lyles. MrBeast and Noah called iShowSpeed whilst on stream and challenged him to a race for $100,000.
Noah, hey, race me, race me.
After a quick call to his dad for some morale, Speed was still clearly nervous. Noah Lyles even agreed to do a 50-meter race to make Speed more comfortable. Like Ashton Hall, Noah Lyles was doing all the trash talking, but unlike Ashton Hall, Noah could back it up.
I never lost a race a day in my life. I never. Slow, okay.
The race started, and the world's fastest man did his thing. Speed got a lot of praise for giving Noah Lyles a believable race. Speed, though, thinks he would have beaten him if they ran 40 meters instead of 50. Noah Lyles, of course, disagrees. He said he was just trying to make the race look close, not that it actually was. Noah smoked him, but at least he showed up. Unlike Tyreek Hill, who's been ducking Speed harder than Nat ducks paying his bets. By the way, I made a video on the YouTuber who ran faster than iShowSpeed. Let me know what you think by clicking here. So Tyreek, the fastest NFL player, challenged and invited Speed to a race at training, and when he showed up,
I challenged Tyreek challenged me first, and I challenged him back.
Okay.
So boom, he told me to pull up to his practice. He texted me, I can show you the messages. He told me to pull up to his practice. I pulled up to his practice. He ducked me.
Tyreek just ducked him. When Speed turned up, Tyreek wanted something on the line for the race to happen.
You put your car up, I put my car up. They bought the same word.
Come on.
Tyreek then said he needed a long time to warm up because he's 30 now. Then Tyreek said Speed wasn't worthy enough to race him and literally ran away. And Speed isn't the only one who's been calling out Tyreek for a race because even Noah Lyles thinks he's ducking.
When you're ready to actually put some words down and you actually ready to race, see me. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere, but all I know is your football season's over. You ain't got no excuse now.
And recently, Tyreek Hill responded to the ducking allegations, saying that he's down for a race if Speed brings a briefcase.
A lot of people gotta understand, Speed is a content creator. If he wanna race, bring the briefcase and we can do whatever he wanna do. It's Speed, it's Noah Lyles, then it's Cheetah.
Although Speed can run really fast, he couldn't outrun the fans in Norway who almost mauled him alive. We all know Speed doing IRL streams in different countries always gets out of control, but when he went to Norway, fans immediately found him and started following him as soon as he touched down.
Oh, hell no. What the f is going on? I ain't even started Norway yet.
Crowds of 5 to 10 people quickly turned into 50 to 100, and he was even trapped in a store. By the time the crowds hit the thousands, the police wanted him to end his stream. But things went from bad to worse when he sprained his ankle celebrating in front of a window.
That was so funny!
Eventually, security had to carry him out of there into the car, and the scene was wild. People were pulling his hair out, jumping into him, and even getting into his car. Speed's visit to Norway quickly became a life and death scenario. He was made the mayor when he visited Peru. Speed was greeted with thousands of rabid fans when he arrived in the country, but this time nobody tried to pull his hair out, and he was welcomed by the mayor of Lima. Then he was made an ambassador of the country and the mayor of the city. Speed then stepped out on the balcony to address thousands of his loyal subjects, and he was out of this world.
Let's go! All right, let's go.
But the craziest thing to have happened to Speed might just be the time he got arrested by MrBeast. During iShowSpeed's IRL tour of America, things took a left turn when they hit North Carolina. Speed got pulled over by an officer, and he got arrested for a speeding ticket.
Hey guys.
Oh, hell no! Hey, stop fucking playing with me, bro!
Now, this was obviously a prank because Speed doesn't even drive his own cars most of the time, but he looked shaken. He even told his security to call his dad.
Bro, call my dad!
When Speed got to the prison, he was even being eyed up by some of his fellow inmates. But it wasn't too long before MrBeast revealed himself and let Speed off the hook.
Hey Speed, welcome to my prison.
I knew it. You know how I knew it? Because I seen this shit right here.
Of course, only MrBeast would go through the trouble of building a whole prison for just one video, and those few minutes of panic from Speed were well worth the cost. And that's Speed's life in a nutshell: chaos, pain, pranks, and somehow still winning in the end. iShowSpeed may not be the perfect streamer, but he's ready to go against his own parents or put his life on the line for the stream, and that's why his millions of followers remain loyal. If you'd like to stay loyal to the channel, then hit that subscribe button and don't forget to leave a like on the video. Leave a comment below letting us know what you thought about it, and we'll see you next time.